This one's pretty funny. Literally the alphabet. There's a lot of random tier lists you can make. You know what? I'm gonna start off with the easy ones. I'm gonna say like X and Z are pretty far down. They're like cool letters, but they're also like overused by like 12-year-old usernames, which has kind of destroyed them. So they're not F, but just they still got some respect, but they're too overused, so we're gonna put them quite far down. This is so random. What the fuck am I doing? I mean, that makes sense. S is probably in the S tier, I would say. I gotta say Q is a very unusual, but not as overused. I think I'm gonna put Q in A tier. I don't know, you can fight me about it if you want to, but I'm gonna say Q is probably A tier. And what else? H. I mean, H is a cool letter, but like half the languages, at least if you go for like Romance languages, they don't even pronounce it. So I feel like it's kinda underrated in that sense. But also at the same time, it has such a fucking weird name, like Age. So I think it kinda evens out. I'm gonna say it's probably C tier. In some way, I would kind of like to argue that all vowels are the same tier. Like, you can't make anything without vowels, but it's not really any special with them either. Vowels are just like open noises. I think I'm gonna double down. I'm gonna say all vowels are the same. That's not a vowel. I'm gonna say all vowels are in C tier, balanced. I mean, I feel like F is kind of F tier, if I'm not gonna lie. What is that? Yeah, I'm gonna put it F tier. All the like beatbox letters are kinda cool. So the ones with like sharp sounds. So like K and P and T. Those are kinda cool letters. I would put them fairly high. R is definitely S tier, because R is such an interesting letter. There's so many ways to pronounce R in different languages. Like rolling R's, guttural R's, and you have the English R that's not even a R. R is definitely S tier. Okay, G. I mean, G is a pretty cool. I don't know if I'm gonna put it with the rest of the beatbox letters. I'm probably putting G in C, to be honest. Wait, I forgot one of the vowels. You know, if we're gonna do this by English, I would like to put W very far down. Because it's not a U. It's a V, it's a double V. It's not a double U. I do know English is one of the few languages, but just I know at least in French, Swedish, and yeah, quite a lot of languages, it's actually called double V. Because of that, I'm gonna give it E. So it gets lower because of the whole W thing, but it's okay. And I would say, you know what, I'm probably gonna put V in D, because it's not really beatbox sound, but it's not as cool as G, I would say. So I feel like it fits in the D. Okay, we have some hard letters left. B and D. You know what? I'm gonna say both of those are actually quite the beatbox letters as well. Yeah, I'm putting them up with the rest. C is interesting. Just C usually in many languages can be pronounced both as a K sound as S sound. So it's like two letters in one. That's kind of cool. I'm gonna say C is actually A tier. Also a very easy letter to write. I don't know if that matters, but I mean, N is pretty cool. I know N and M are incredibly similar. I mean, to be honest, at times it can even be hard to differentiate them. But I'm gonna say N is cooler than N. Because M is like, it's a half N, and then it thinks it's gonna be better. just because it has one more swirl. You know, that's I don't really agree with that. I'm probably putting N. I'm gonna say C tier, high C tier, and M down with V. I think that works. L is L is overrated. You know what? I think that's D as well. J is also one of those cool ones with a lot of different sounds. You have like the hard J, like the j, like in Portuguese you have like João, and in English they use it as well. They like John. In Swedish, J is more like a Y, which is the reason why a lot of Swedes mispronounce stuff in English, because we tend often to use the Y sound instead of J. Wait, it also has the ch sound, like in Spanish, like Juan. So I mean, it is pretty cool. I'm not gonna say S tier, but I'm actually gonna put it in A tier. Because it's similar to C with the different pronunciations of it, but I wouldn't say it's as cool as R, which you can literally roll. How many letters can you roll? I mean, I think this is actually pretty good. Yeah, I like it. So that was a tier list of the alphabet. Probably one of the most random things I've done.